To remember the summary of cranial nerves, the phrase is "Oh, oh, oh, to touch and feel virgin girls' vaginas, aw heaven." Nerve 1 is the olfactory nerve, and its nerve function is smell. It originates from the cerebrum. Nerve 2 is the optic. It contains the vision. It's in the cerebrum. 3 is the oculomotor. It controls the eye movement, pupil constriction, lens, and eyelids, and it's in the midbrain. 4 is trochlear. It controls the eye movement, in the midbrain. 5 is trigeminal. It controls the facial sensations, like chewing. It's in the pons. 6 is the abducens. It controls eye movement, side to side especially, in the pons. 7 is facial. Controls facial expressions and taste, in the pons. 8 is vestibulocochlear. It controls the hearing. It's in the pons. 9 is the glossopharyngeal. It controls the taste. It's in the medulla oblongata. 10 is the vagus. It controls the swallowing and decreases heart rate in the medulla oblongata. 11 is the accessory. It controls the shoulder and neck movement in the medulla oblongata. And 12 is tongue movement. It's the hypoglossal in the medulla oblongata. Alright, spinal nerves. We've got the cervical plexus, which is in the C1 to the C5. And it controls the muscles of the neck, diaphragm, and sensory of the skin of neck, ear, back of head, and shoulders. The brachial plexus is C5 to T1. It moves the upper limbs. The lumbar plexus is L1 to L4. It moves the lower limbs and the abs, motor and sensory. And the sacral plexus is L4 through S4, and it controls the buttocks, lower limbs, pelvis, and perineum, motor and sensory. In the ANS division, there are two subcategories, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. The parasympathetic contains the oculomotor, facial, glossopharyngeal, and the vagus. And the spinal that they're in is S2 to S4. In the sympathetic, it contains no cranial nerves and is in T1 to L2. Neurotransmitters of the ANS. The neurotransmitter acetylcholine is released from cholinergic fibers. The receptors are nicotinic and muscarinic. In nicotinic, the location is the motor end plate, organolinic neurons, and adrenal medulla, and the binding effects is excitation. In muscarinic, the location is all parasympathetic organs, and the binding effect is excitation except inhibits cardiac muscle. In the norepinephrine neurotransmitter is released at the adrenergic fibers, and its receptors are B1, B2, B3, A1, and A2. In B1, the location is the heart and kidney, and its binding effects is to increase heart rate and stimulate renin release. In B2, it is located in the lungs and most sympathetic organs, and its binding effect is to dilate blood vessels and bronchi and to relax smooth muscles. In B3, it's located in the adipose, and its binding effect is lipolysis. In A1, its location is blood vessels and sympathetic organs except for the heart, and its binding effect is blood vessel constriction and dilates pupils. Wow. And then in A2, Its location is the adrenergic axon terminals, the pancreas, and the blood platelets, and its binding effects is it inhibits the NE, which release from adrenergic terminals, and inhibits insulin secretion and promotes blood